Sir, saan galing itong sigarilyo na ito? Vietnam?
The source is Vietnam. Vietnam.
Tap-
And in Vietnam, that tuklaw is open to tourists. Turista.
So, open din doon yung mga nangingisay na mga bata nila doon.
Actually, Mr. Chair, yeah, sige.
So, sir, wala, sandali, monitoring nyo, sir. Marami pa ba yan dito o may nakakapasok pa?
Since nilabas natin yung advisory noon, it was a good development na madalang na. But now we found out na yung cannabis oil, yung component ng tuklaw, bago ngayon, nandun na ngayon dun sa vape. And we are now conducting further research to confirm na the same yung oil na yon doon sa tuklaw. And pagka natapos na natin yung examination natin, the same procedure, we will again inform our partners sa DDB for the DDB to initiate the corresponding board resolution. So they are talagang continuing din yung innovation ng ating mga drug lords. That's why we have to cope up with yung ginagawa po nila, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Ako, nagdetaka ako eh. Cannabinoid. Ito, layman's kwan lang ito, observation. Hindi mo ako doktor, hindi mo ako chemist. Cannabinoid, na legal yan sa ibang lugar na mabili kasi medicine. Medicine, lalong-lalo na yung may mga epilepsy. Kung sa Bisaya, patol. Pag ang anak mo ay prone to epilepsy, ginagamit yan, pinapatake sa bata para kumalma siya. Pero ito ngayon, the same cannabinoid, nilagay sa sigarilyo, nag-initiate ng patol, ng epilepsy. Di ba? Parang nag-epilepsy sila, parang baligtad ang effect. Ewan ko, kung hindi ba ako technically kwan dyan. Ikaw,
Your Honor, with the permission of our OIC chairman, ito po yung parati naming ina-explain din na yung marijuana plant, for example, has hundreds of cannabinoids. So, hundreds po siya ng cannabinoids, and then yung isa sa mga may proven na medicinal effect is cannabidiol. Opo. Yung cannabidiol po, ito po yung alam natin na yung ibang bansa kapag nilegalize yung medical use of cannabis, yun po yung dinevelop into medicine grade or medicine form. Pero patuloy pa rin po yung researcher honor ng Commission on Narcotic Drugs, ng World Health Organization, ng International Narcotics Control Board na since hundreds po itong cannabinoids na nasa marijuana plant, alin po ba dyan ang may harmful effect? Alin po dyan ang merong medicinal value? Para po yun po yung pwedeng i-consider for legitimate medical use. So ito pong pinaka, isa po yan sa mga cannabinoids. Unfortunately, ito pong epekto ng pinaka ay nakakasama. Kaya pag laced po siya doon sa black cigarette na binabanggit po ni Director General Neres, yun po yung nakikita nating epekto sa isip, behavior at katawan ng tao.
kaya sir, if I may suggest, siguro mas maganda, no? Kahit na medyo bumaba na, parang nawawala ng balita tungkol dyan, tuloy pa rin yung public information drive ninyo para sa mga bata ba ma-aware. Dahil alam mo na, pasahan ka lang ng ganito, wala kang pambili ng sigarilyo, tira ka agad. Tapos yun na, nangingisay na. Dapat continuous yung ating information drive tungkol dyan, sir.
Yes, Your Honor, we will do that, Your Honor. At sinabi mo nga kanina, Your Honor, hindi man ikaw doktor, sa amin naman mukha kang doktor.
Alam ko yun, sir, Charlie ka eh. Charlie ka eh. Yes, sir. I'm here. We'll proceed to the presentation of PDEA. Smilas-smila si Bitong, sir. Company mate ko ito eh. Company mate ko ito. Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir. You have the floor.
Yes, Your Honor. And, first of all, I would like to thank you for not allowing my partner, the DDB, to go ahead. Yes, to the Honorable Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa, a pleasant good morning. And on behalf of the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, yours truly, Undersecretary Sagani Neres, together with Director Marla Bridget Galban of our Finance Management Service, Director Wardley Getalia of the Plans and Operations Service, And of course, your favorite underclass, Director Terry Bitong, our Chief of Staff.
Idol niya ako, sir. Tinan mong ulo. Yung ulo niya. Idol ako yan.
In MICP Tondo, Manila in March 7, 2024. Another at FedEx Warehouse, Clark, Freeport Zone, Pampanga on March 25, 2024. Then we had confiscation at NAIA Complex, Pasay City on April 17, 2024. Another at Central Mail Exchange Center in Pasay City on May 6, 2024. And at Liluan Port, Southern Leyte on November 8, 2024. In summary, from January to December 2024, PIDEA was able to seize a total of 8.28 billion pesos worth of illegal drugs as shown on the screen. We now move to the presentation of PIDEA's financial performance. For 2024, PIDEA received a total allotment of 4,264,539 pesos, of which 3,818,789,000 was received as agency-specific budget. 175,238,000 pesos was received under automatic appropriations, and 270,512,000 pesos under special purpose fund. Continuing appropriations from the previous year, 2023, amounts to 34,431,000 pesos. The sum of allotments from 2024 and the continuing appropriations amount to 4,298,970,000 pesos. Obligations incurred for 2024 amounts to 4,058,588,000 pesos, or 94.41% of total allotment received, consisting of 4,027,712,000 pesos from the 2024 funds and 33,876,000 pesos from the continuing appropriations. Total disbursements amount to 3,470,677,000 pesos, or 85.51% of total obligations incurred. 3,443,938,000 pesos from the 2024 allotment, and 26,739,000 from the continuing appropriations. Unobligated allotments total to 240,382,000 pesos, with 236,827,000 pesos from the 2024 allotments, and 3,555,000 pesos from the continuing appropriations. Total unpaid obligations amounting to 587,911,000, which consists of 583,774,000 from the 2024 allocations, and 4,137,000 from the continuing appropriations. We now move on the PIDEA's first semester 2025 physical and financial accomplishments. On the screen is PIDEA's 2025 physical performance report for the first semester of 2025. With the agencies continuously surpassing its output indicator targets, PIDEA and DBM is settled and upgraded performance target for 2025. To be specific, PIDEA retains its 10% target lease reduction goal, as shown on the screen. The target percentage of HBT or high-value targets to be arrested vis-a-vis total arrests was increased from 35% in 2024 to 60%. The target number of high-impact operations to be conducted was increased from 325 operations to 500. And the percentage of drug-related information and reports acted upon that will result into a drug operation was increased from 25% to 60%. With the current agency's thrust towards supply reduction, always adhering to the current administration's human rights-based approach, PIDEA's momentum over the first 6 months ensures the attainment of this year's targets. On the screen is the list of the agency's major drug holds, which significantly contributed to the 4.3 tons of shabu seized during the during the first half of this year. In total, from January to June 2025, PIDEA was able to seize 29.76 billion pesos worth of illegal drugs as shown on the screen. We now move to